Welcome to this CloudExpo tutorial, brought to you by HiverLab. CloudExpo supports creating immersive 3D scenes, including Gaussian splatting environments, right in your browser. Today, I'd like to show you how to edit a Gaussian splatting environment using CloudExpo. Gaussian splatting files have evolved a lot in recent years and are now much more accessible. Platforms like Polycam make it easy to generate them. Just upload a video or a set of photos, and you'll get a high-fidelity rendered environment. You can then download it in either .splat or .ply format, depending on your export. While creating GS files is now a smooth process, editing them has been more difficult. Most tools only allow you to view the files, not interact with them. That's why we developed editing support in CloudExpo, so you can turn GS files into fully interactive web-based experiences. Let's enter a sample project so I can show you how a GS environment works. This is a traditional CloudExpo scene, built using a panoramic image and interactive buttons. Now, let's switch to a Gaussian splatting environment. Here, you're in a fully navigable 3D space. You can move using the W, A, S, and D keys, just like in a game. This particular underwater scene was captured by one of our users, Living Sea Asia, who's working on building the largest artificial coral reef in Indonesia. A truly meaningful project. To move vertically, just press the Q and E keys. Gaussian splatting environments support 6 degrees of freedom, so you can explore in any direction. When it comes to media, images or videos, they work just like in other CloudExpo scenes. Click on a marker to view an image or play a video. These markers remain fully editable. Now let's add a new Gaussian splatting scene to this project. Click Add Scene and select your GS file. It could be in .splat or .ply format, depending on how you exported it. Let's upload one together. This file was generated from footage captured around our office using an electric camera along the road. When the file loads, make sure you can navigate it properly. Sometimes your camera may start below the environment. Just move up a bit to bring it into view. Once it appears, start by adjusting its position and orientation. On the left side, there's a toolbox with XYZ controls. For example, lowering the environment slightly by entering -2 or -3 helps keep the camera above the surface. Next, check the horizon. If it's tilted, you can fix it using the rotation settings. Setting it to -2 usually helps align things. You'll also see a red boundary line. This defines the area users can explore. Since GS captures are confined to specific zones, going beyond them can cause the visuals to degrade. In this case, we want to keep users from moving too far, like drifting down the river. To do that, try rotating the environment to -20 or even -25 for tighter restrictions. If the bounding box still feels off, adjust the orientation again. Setting the angle to -30 usually fixes it. Then shift the whole environment's position. Try -50 to fine-tune it. Now, let's reshape the bounding box to better fit the environment. Since the road here is long and narrow, we'll reduce the width and adjust the depth. Set the x-axis to 10, the y-axis to -3, and the z-axis to about 30. This keeps users within the captured space. To improve realism, let's add a skybox. GS environments don't capture distant skies or far-off objects, so a skybox helps complete the look. Click the button to add one. Choose from your library or use a sample. The skybox makes the space feel much more complete. That wraps up environment editing. Now let's look at how to edit individual objects. Here, we've added a floating marker, just like in classic CloudExpo scenes. But editing it is a little different now. Click Tools, and then Position. Instead of drag and drop, you'll now enter numeric values. That's because in GS environments, all elements are treated as 3D objects. So we've updated the editor to support full 3D adjustments. You can reposition, rotate, and scale objects just like you would in a 3D software tool. Of course, all the existing CloudExpo marker types, images, videos, audio, they still work exactly the same. Now here's something great. You can also add 3D models directly into your Gaussian splatting environment. Most platforms can't handle this easily, but since CloudExpo is a native 3D platform, it works seamlessly. Let's try it. In this GS scene, click 3D Model and choose something from your library. I've got a 3D scan of a coral model. Let's use that. Once added, adjust its position and rotation, and scale it. Try setting it to 10 by 10. The model blends beautifully with the Gaussian splatting data because both are volumetric and rendered together in the same 3D space. Just tweak the placement slightly, and there you have it. The model integrates seamlessly into the coral reef environment. With these tools, CloudExpo goes beyond panoramic tours. It becomes a full 3D creation tool for immersive scene building. Feel free to explore the Gaussian Splatting editor and experiment with your own environments. I'm excited to see what you'll create. And don't forget, follow us on LinkedIn to stay updated on our latest features, tutorials, and live product news. Thanks so much for watching. See you in another video shortly.